You will manifest marriage after watching this video. I'm about to give you a shortcut, all of my tips, tricks, and hacks on manifesting a marriage proposal ASAP and thus getting married within the very near future. So if that is what you desire, I'm here to help because I just had a client get engaged. There was also a recent success story where another client got engaged, and I will link that below. And I always release topics on things I've personally manifested. Hello. So let's talk marriage. Not just the engagement, but the whole shebang. Let's talk secrets and hacks, and I guarantee the last one is actually the most important. It's actually a controversial one too. You may be hesitant to do it, but I guarantee you it is the very thing that may work. And cat photo bomb. That means this is a lucky video. Okay, so let's get to it. But before we do that, I need you to smash that subscribe button to ensure to guarantee that you never miss a video, and thus you know how to manifest the life of your dreams. Because I know that after you manifest marriage, you're going to want to manifest money. Maybe you're going to want to manifest a baby. Who knows what you want, but you're going to want something new. So I know that my videos can help because I've personally transformed my own life with all of this knowledge: law of attraction, law of assumption, manifestation, new thought, whatever you want to call it. It works, and it has worked wonders in my own life, and I cannot wait to help you with yours as well. Now, there are just a few spots remaining for my bonus coaching call offer. This offer will not last forever, so grab your spot while you still can. dreamlifebyveronica.com is where you get all of the details, and grab your spot. I cannot wait to talk to you. I cannot wait to personally help you. Okay, so the very first thing that you are going to do to manifest this marriage proposal, manifest your wedding, is you're going to start seeing the person in question, whether or not you are in an existing relationship with this person and they just haven't popped the question yet, or whether or not you're trying to manifest marriage with your crush, or even manifest marriage with a soulmate, someone you've never met before. You can use it in any different scenario. But the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to start affirming, start feeling in your mind that this person also wants the very same thing. That it's not you wanting marriage and trying to convince them to want marriage, but it's more about them wanting to marry you because you know why? They are so afraid of losing you. And if they do not propose marriage to you right now, they are going to lose you. Someone else is going to take you away, and thus they better do it pretty fast or else lose you forever. And this is not something that they are willing to do. So previously, your manifesting may have been based on your own point of view, like trying to say, how can I manifest them to want to be with me? Well, in this assumption, all you're doing is seeing it from their point of view. They badly want to propose to you because they are worried they will otherwise lose you. Have you thought about it from this point of view? Maybe you think you're not allowed to think about it from this point of view, but I guarantee you, when you start thinking in this way, it works wonders. In fact, this step alone can, in fact, seal the deal. And when the topic of marriage comes to mind, you just say to yourself, what if they want to marry me because they are afraid of losing me? Instead of versus, how do I get them to want to marry me? How do I change their mind? No, none of that. Their mind is already changed. It's never needed to be changed because of course they want to marry you, because of course you're one of a kind, of course you're amazing, and of course they want nothing more than to do it because they do not want to lose you. Okay, the next hack is that they are trying to convince you to marry them. Yes, you're no longer trying to convince them. They are trying to convince you, and you are the one that's going to be like, I think I need to think about it. Instead of you just jumping at the chance to marry them, what about you considering, are they good enough for me? And yes, this is very beneficial because it puts you in a place of power. So you're no longer at their mercy, waiting for them to pop the question. Instead, you are saying they are worried of whether or not I will accept their marriage proposal. Again, we are flipping the roles once more. So we are no longer portraying you as the helpless victim that's seeking marriage, that's worried that they're getting older, that's worried that their person doesn't want to commit. No, no, no. We are instead thinking about how they are imagining ways to convince you to be with them. To convince you to be with them. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can imagine, you can visualize, you can script ways that they will try to win your heart, try to earn your trust, try to earn your respect, try to convince you to marry them by picking out the most perfect ring. They want to get it just right so that they can ensure that you say yes. Again, you may not have been thinking you could even imagine from this point of view, or that this was allowed to imagine. In fact, all of your visualizing, all of your affirming may have been based on, they love me, they're going to propose marriage to me. Instead of, wow, they are worried I might say no, so they need to get it just right. Okay, so use whatever fears or insecurities that your person might have as an idea as to why they would need to convince you to be with them. So all these fears that maybe you're having about marriage taking too long, you're going to place them upon your person. So imagine from your person's point of view, and maybe this isn't even something you thought that you could do, but I'm sort of trying to give you new angles to embrace this, because maybe you've been affirming, you've been visualizing, you've been doing these things, but they've all been kind of from your own point of view, as if you have to convince your person, manifest your person to do something. In this example, we are coming from their point of view. We are making you the powerful one, you the empowered one, and saying that they are working hard to earn your heart, and they are really, really, really worried that you might say no. So what are ways that they would need to convince you to be with them? What if it has taken time because they have been saving up for just the right and perfect ring? They want to make sure the ring is so amazing that it ensures that you say yes, and not just say yes, but want to be with them forever. So they want to make sure that they are not rejected by you, not the other way around. So we're going to put you in a place of power, in a place of sealing the deal, in a place of this being a guarantee. So I'm trying to show you new ways of approaching this, because once you disrupt the rhythm of whatever it is you've been doing, we're going to catapult you to the end result, to getting fast results and a fast breakthrough. Okay, so you're going to want to avoid self-blame. Yes, everyone is you pushed out. I'm sure you've heard this. And yes, essentially you have manifested the delay. But let's not say it's a delay because something is broken inside of you, or you have limiting beliefs, or you are not a good manifester. We're not going to do any of that. Instead, we are going to avoid any and all self-blame. The time delay has happened for a reason. It allowed you to learn and grow and come from a place of understanding to ensure this is a long-lasting union, and this marriage is beyond your wildest dreams. So we are going to avoid self-blame in all fashions. Now, it's important to note that I am basing this marriage proposal, this wedding, on the idea that you are a woman attracting a man to, in fact, propose marriage and want to spend the rest of their life with you. However, you can also apply this if you are a man trying to propose to a woman. You can also apply this in a gay relationship. Maybe you're a man proposing to a man, or you're a man waiting for a man to propose to you, or a woman in a woman. You get the idea. So you can sort of alter the steps depending on your situation, but it will apply to anyone, anything, any combination. This manifesting advice applies to all. It also applies if you are in an existing relationship, someone broke up with you, maybe you're attracting a brand new person. Just alter the steps to fit your particular situation. Okay, so your person, your man, you want to see him as wanting to do this for himself because it makes him so happy at the idea of marrying you, at the idea of claiming you as his, at the idea of spending the rest of his life with you. So it's not that you are trying to convince him and you are waiting on him and you are the helpless victim at his mercy. No, it is that he wants to do this for him because it makes him so happy to claim you as his wife. So he wants to be a good man. In fact, we all as human beings want to settle down. We all want to be in that commitment, have that lifelong partner. So it stands to reason that he can want this too. So we're going to start seeing your attributes, see all of the reasons why this is on your side and why this is a sure thing and a guarantee. Now, this next step is kind of fun, and maybe it's not something that you have thought of before because it's actually embracing a negative element, and that is the element of panic and anxiety. Now, you might be saying, Veronica, what on earth are you talking about? I thought I had to be in a high vibration to manifest this. And yes, essentially, you do want to be in a high vibe for yourself, for your own happiness, but we are going to embrace the idea of panic and anxiety at the idea of having to plan a wedding that is so fast that you can barely keep up. Now, basically what we are doing is we are bypassing the resistance in this step and causing you to embrace this idea of, oh my God, if this was happening right now, he's already proposed marriage, he's already given me the perfect ring, and now he said, we have to get married in the next 2 weeks. You have to plan the wedding because I cannot wait a single second longer to be your husband. You have to do it now. Okay, so this is on. This is happening. Now, if this really was happening in this moment, wouldn't you feel panic? Like, oh my God, how am I going to find the perfect dress in less than 2 weeks? How am I going to invite all of my people, gather a list? Where am I going to come up with all of the money for the perfect reception hall? Where am I going to book a reception hall? What will be available? So it's sort of like the panic and anxiety of it's happening so fast, I can barely keep up. And what this does is it bypasses the resistance because you're embracing this idea of panic like it's happening so fast. Oh my God, the logistics of it. I'm in there. I'm in that space. I have to make it happen. How am I going to pull it off? Now, this one can feel really real and it can honestly cause a breakthrough so fast because you're embracing this element of it's a guarantee. I have to pull this off. How am I going to do this? So it's okay that it's a negative emotion because it is causing your subconscious to believe it's on, it's happening. I have to pull this off. And oh my God, it has to be just right. And it's happening so fast, I can barely keep up. So it's kind of like a hack to allowing yourself to feel it as real without having to conjure up the emotions and worry about that resistance. Instead, we're embracing panic because you know what? You might be panicked a lot of the time anyway. So let's kind of transfer that panic to something beneficial, something that's going to assist you in manifesting this instead of something that's going to create a roadblock. So it's happening so fast, I can barely keep up. Isn't that one fun? Okay, so the last step, and this one you may not want to do because you might think, oh my God, Veronica, that's going to negate everything. You're trying to trick me. And no, I'm not. I'm actually trying to give you the golden ticket, the secret to sealing the deal. And if you are afraid to take this step, then you know what? You're afraid to receive. And that is honestly the truth. I know this works because I've done it. And this is one of the easiest hacks to, in fact, getting this to happen fast. So if you are looking for fast results, you need to do this step. This is the idea that you will have an amazing life, an amazing relationship, an amazing future, even if they do not propose marriage now. So this is like releasing the need for having it to happen immediately as if your life depended upon it, as if your happiness depended upon it. Because as we know, if we hold things to such a deep attachment and such a level of needing it with such desperation, we push it away. So we want to draw it so fast. So it's coming so fast you can barely keep up. Like we talked about in the last step, oh my God, how am I going to plan a wedding this fast? So in this step, we are saying, it's okay if it happens in a year. It's okay if it happens in 5 years. It's okay if it happens in 10 years. And trust me, I am not saying that's going to take that long because the universe is swift. Life is swift. Your person is swift, but it's only going to happen if you kind of use these reverse psychology tips on yourself. Yes, to bypass the resistance and to feel it as real now. And if you can embrace a feeling of safety, satiation, I am perfect, I already have everything, even if it takes 5 years, you know what happens? It doesn't take 5 years. When you do this, you know how long it takes? It probably takes like 5 minutes. I'm not even kidding. I know this for a fact because I used this technique when I was in a dire situation. It wasn't a love situation. It was actually a money situation, which can actually feel scarier than love because money kind of, you know, if you're homeless, that's really, really, really bad. Like if you have a home and you're without love, yeah, that sucks. But if you're homeless and without love, that sucks even worse. So I needed money fast. And I use this, I kind of call it the plan B, that I'm going to be okay, I'm going to have an amazing life, even if I don't pull it off, even if I don't get the marriage proposal right now, even if I get it in 10 years, I'm okay. And if you can embrace this feeling of safety, satiation, I'm perfect, I don't need anything, you know what ends up happening? You get everything because you have zero resistance and you have a feeling of safety. A feeling of safety will always equal abundance in every single level. So if you want this marriage proposal now, be okay with it not happening right away. I'm not saying you have to be okay with it not happening at all. Just, I'm okay with it not happening. And whenever it happens, it happens. Because I am amazing. I love my person. I am perfect. I have other things going on. You can embrace this attitude. Boom. You get it. And then you're like planning that crazy wedding in record time. Now, this works. I only talk about subjects I have personally manifested. I'm not going to give you advice that I just pulled out of a hat and I was like, oh, maybe this will work. I only give you advice in areas I've personally manifested. And I know this works. I have had multiple marriage proposals in my life. Only marry one, but I've had multiple people beg me to marry them. So I know it works, and I know how to get it. And I know if you can use reverse psychology on yourself, you can bypass the resistance so fast that it's like, oh my God, I am magic. I am perfect. This is amazing. This is mind-blowing. Now leave your success story below because I know there are going to be a ton of people who manifest from this video. And I am so happy that you decided to join me today. Grab my 10-minute coaching call bonus, dreamlifebyveronica.com, and do check out this video. It is a manifesting prayer of forgiveness to let go of all of the past pain and baggage of these past relationships, failures, things that have been holding you back. If you are looking for a healing way to approach this resistance, you need this prayer, and I know you will love this video, so check it out.